I really don't like this fan. If you look at the control panel over here, you can see that you can set the time at the top for how long you want the fan to run, and on the bottom you can see how powerful you want the fan to be. But that's the problem. The two buttons that control these settings are located here. Intuitively, you would think that this button should control the top and this button should control the bottom, because it makes sense. We read from left to right, and we look at things from top to bottom. Think of comic books, right? You read left to right, top to bottom. So left should go with the top and right should go with the bottom, right? But nope, that's not how this works. So I touch this, right, and I expect the top to light up. It just changes the bottom. But if I click this button, which I expect should control the bottom, it puts the time in. And every time I use this fan, we've had this fan for like 10 years now, I always mess up the controls. But why is that? Well, it might have something to do with reading styles, the language we speak. As I mentioned before, as a native English speaker, we read things from left to right and top to bottom. So we expect the left button to match up with the top row and the right button to match up with the bottom row. But say you were a native Arabic speaker, or you were a monolingual Arabic speaker. You would then read stuff from right to left, and from what I've heard, from bottom to top. So for you, it might make more sense to say, okay, the right button matches up with the top row, and the left button matches up with the bottom row, which is actually the way it works. However, this fan goes from left to right. Like, the numbers are in order from 1, 2, 3, from left to right, and so are the hours, 1, 2, 4. It gets bigger as you go from left to right, which, as an Arabic speaker, you may not expect, and which doesn't even work for you. So the fact this fan exists is just redundant for everybody. It doesn't help anybody whatsoever.